it's called Son of Sam because of the Son of Sam murders. The guy who was the son of Sam, he did profit off the murders. And it wasn't until the families came across and was like, guys, do you really think this is right that we're doing this? And they said no, and the Son of Sam was put in place. So they can't do that. But obviously the loophole in that is that he's not directly profiting off the murders. He's profiting off the art which he's selling. So he's a murderer who so happens to be selling art and making profit off it. Okay. Not a murderer who is directly profiting off the murder.
Right, okay.
Okay.
I get you.
Where the fuck's his money going to go? What can he buy? Ramen? Is that what they buy?
He's probably got a minute, though.
His wife?
Yeah.
Clara?
Yeah.
Where the fuck is she? I want a stern word with Clara. Get her and Dr. Phil. He would have a stern word. Oh, wow, what an episode. Dr. Phil, Clara. Talking about him.
Maybe she has.
Maybe. Okay, well, this is going to seem very instantaneous to everyone listening at home, but we're going to take a very quick break. And then we're going to be right back with a little update and recap as to where these people are today. And then we're going to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
No, not now.
No, I'm going to listen.
And we're back.
Hi.
Hopefully that was just a perfect little musical interlude for a moment, just a couple of seconds. But we're back.
Can I just say you should put the elevator music in there?
No, I'm just going to put a little creepy sound. A little creepy. Something like that. So yeah, we had a quick look during our little break, and we looked at where Arthur Shawcross was now, where he's up to. You didn't see anything, right? Or did you?
No.
So it's just me finding out. So Arthur Shawcross died on 10th of November 2008, age 63, while serving his life sentence at the Sullivan Correctional Facility in New York State. Following a complaint about leg pain early in the day, Arthur was moved to an Albany hospital for treatment. He passed away at 9:50 p.m. The cause of death was deep vein thrombosis at the leg, leading to fatal cardiac arrest. So he is no longer with us, which is great, I guess. Great.
Nah.
No?
No, just been nah.
Nah. Yeah.
Don't go.
About what I'm saying?
No, about him.
Oh, about him?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Well, I definitely don't feel sorry for him. Yeah. I'm not sad that he's dead. Usually the loss of any life is tragic, but this one and the other people we speak about, I'm never overcome with mourning for them. No. Definitely not. So yeah, he died, so it's great that he's no longer a burden on the taxpayers of that particular city. Mm-hmm. So that's great. He was survived by his only daughter, Margaret Deming. You'll be surprised, Alan, how much I found out about Margaret Deming in the very short time that we were breaking, all of the 5 or 10 minutes. Margaret Deming, now, and I don't want her, so she's alive, she lives in New York, and I don't want to badmouth Margaret in any way, shape or form, because she only found out that he was her father in 2000.
Okay.
And I don't want to make, it's her choice, whatever she does. I don't know how I would deal with the situation. I mean, if you've gone your whole life not knowing who your dad was, and then you find out it's this crazy psychopath killer,
I'll just rather forget about it.
I think the same. But if you feel that it's your dad and you want a connection with your dad no matter who he is, I can
understand that. I can understand
understand, maybe, yeah. So that's what she did. She embraced the fact that he was her father. She would visit him, and she would even let him play with her 7 kids. Okay. So I'm guessing she wanted some resemblance of normality for the short period of time that she could, maybe. I also found that she's in this newspaper here, and I'll show you a photo. Well, that's her there. If you can see, the picture's only very tiny because unfortunately the article will no longer let me put it up. But that's her there. That, yeah. And she was accused in 2012 of shoplifting food for her kids. So she's not. Her life isn't in the greatest of states. Looking at it, so I do feel for her. It seems things haven't been very smooth sailing for Margaret Dowing, so I can understand if she's clinged to any sort of source of, like I say, normality possible.
Yeah.
Maybe some people might say I'm being too easy on someone who's so accepting of something like that. I'm just saying I get it, kind of.
I completely understand that.
Yeah, so that's it. He's dead. His daughter's alive. She's not doing so well, looking at it. Maybe she's doing better now. I don't know. Hopefully she is. Hopefully things are going fine for everyone involved. So that's that. That is... do we still want to do the dramatic ending of it?
We still have to say the...
And that, my friends, is the story of Arthur John Shawcross, a.k.a. the Genesse River Killer. Ooh. So that's that. I don't know how this episode went. I don't know if it was greatly received.
Different.
Very different indeed. I'm sorry that it does seem very slapdash. I'm slightly unsatisfied that because normally I'd like to know who the police officers were who arrested them, some of the names behind that sort of thing. Maybe some more details about individual murders, because this was kind of a blanket over the cross of like, he did these types of murders, this is what it was. We didn't really get to name any of the victims or anything, but of course, our triad of tea, as we're currently tentatively calling it, at least until we can figure out another tea name. I'm still unsure about the triad of tea. But yeah, obviously, even though we don't really mention the victims name by name, we want to send all our condolences and thoughts out to... it seems so tired now, thoughts and... How many times are people currently saying send our thoughts out to people? But that's all we can do at this point in time.
No, yeah, of course.
That's all we can do. Thoughts, condolences go out to the victims and their families. Sounds like these were put through some horrific shit. And obviously any of the kids who were affected by it at the time, who are obviously now adults, I hope that their lives have turned out better and that they've got help in dealing with what they're going through, and life has been kinder to them since that particular moment. Heroes, again, it's been difficult. Don't really know, but it sounds, for all intents and purposes, that the police were pretty on the ball, kind of, because it wasn't like there was a big chase or anything from the sounds of things. It sounds like he just committed some horrible, brutal acts, and the police were on the ball, and they nabbed him up and put him behind bars. Sounds like the judge did a good deed as well. You know, not good deed, did his job right. Put him away for 250 years, unlike the other ones who put him away for 15. 250 years, perfect amount of time for someone like that. So yeah, they are the heroes, I guess. And now this is the best part, I guess. This is the best part, the favourite part.
It is the best part.
Okay. That's okay. So, remember, join us at home if you want to. If you're in a submarine, if you're submerged deep underwater in the canyons of the Arctic lagoons.
If you're in a helicopter?
If you're in a helicopter or an airplane, you will definitely get kicked off an airplane by screaming this.
Or if you're wearing one of them flying squirrel suits.
Or if you're wearing a flying squirrel suit shooting down the Niagara Falls while listening to our podcast, please join us as we want to say a rambunctious, rowdy, and totally radical... Fuck you to Arthur John Shawcross. You're a bastard of every sense of the word, young sir.
Yes.
And do you want to see a photo of him? Not the most pleasant of chaps, right? Not the most hamster of looking chaps. Grossy Josie, if you ask me. But then again, maybe insulting someone's appearance is too beneath us, Alan. Again, apologies. We're going to wrap this up real quick, just so we can get this thing out on time. Yeah, apologies that, the episode might be a bit of a fucking mess compared to other episodes. Even more so than the mess the rest of other episodes are. But I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it just as much myself. So hopefully the lovely listeners at home will also have enjoyed it. We just didn't want to take another week off, really. We just didn't want to, because we enjoy doing this.
We do.
It's fine. If you prefer this style over the normal style, let us know. Comment, give us a review on iTunes, or send us an email. Like I said, adventuresinmurderland@gmail.com, Twitter @murderlandpod, Facebook, Adventures in Murderland, or facebook.com/adventuresinmrdrland. Let us know your feedback. It's really handy and helpful to know. If you do prefer this style of episode, that'll be really great, because it's a lot easier to do than the other ones. So yeah, let us know. Also, rate us on iTunes if you can do that. Helps a lot. iTunes has got like an algorithm thing going on with it, so the more the notice it sort of gets that way, let us know. But I'm aware from our stats that most of our listeners don't come from iTunes, so that's fine if you don't do that. Share the podcast with friends and people like that if you are knowing people who are other true crime enthusiasts, or people who really aren't true crime enthusiasts. I think this might be the podcast to dip the proverbial toe into, maybe. Yes. Let us know.
Light-hearted.
Yeah, a bit more palatable, maybe. Apart from the bit where we talk about beheadings and rape and that. That's not so much easy to digest.
That is a little bit of a downer, but we try and make the light of other things.
Yeah, try and take the essence of darkness that is true crime and surround it with rainbows and fluffiness. Fluffiness, yes. So that's it. That's the podcast. Game over. Alan, any last words you want to say to the world?
Be safe.
Oh my dear God. Be safe, he's not going to catch on, Judy. Okay? You're like Gretchen Wiener from Mean Girls.
I want people to be safe.
Fetch will not catch on. Be safe will never catch on. Because it's just a saying.
That is so fetch.
No. Oh my God, fuck you. We are stopping the podcast right now. Okay.
Be safe, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everybody in between, thank you so much for all your support, and thank you very much indeed for listening. I have been Mike James.
No, I've been Alan.
And make sure to tune in next week for even more Adventures in Murderland. Goodbye.
Bye.